our second home. We come to conquer, no we never walk alone. We dominate, the cream of the crop, drawing on our strength from the roar of the cock. It's all for one, and one for all. Pass a new, we're talking total football. Here we go again, Roy's red machine. Liverpool, the greatest team the world has ever seen.
Hello and welcome back to the Liverpool Groove. Joined once again by Neil today, and we're just going to talk about the last week or so with what's been happening with Liverpool. Obviously, no games to talk about, which has been a nightmare. It's shit when Liverpool don't play. But hey, we crack on. Deadline day. Let's start there. Obviously, we expected the incoming to be Fabio Carvalho. Didn't end up happening in the end for one reason or another. I expect we'll still get him in January. So I'm in the summer. So not too concerned where that happened. What's your view on it? Did you expect it to go through?
Yeah, I do expect it to go through. And I spoke to somebody that works at the club today, and they said it to me. It was so laid back anyway because there was no rush. I don't know why people presumed that, to panic a bit when it didn't go through. And he scored today against Man City, Jay. I don't know if you've seen it.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, so he scored today for Fulham against Man City. Yeah, but from what I've been told is, it would have been nice to have got the deal done in the January window, but, it doesn't make no difference because he was going to stay at Fulham anyway for the rest of the season. So all he's going to do now is stay there to the rest of the season. We've done another lovely bit of business in terms of, oh, by the way, just take Nico Williams on loan to the end of the season as well. I mean, that's just Liverpool playing hardball in terms of keeping the man occupied. And I've heard that he's come out anyway and said that he only wants Liverpool. So, Harvey Elliott, knows him well as well. Apparently, come on, we're not daft. We know when a signing's a shoe-in, and that one for me, it is, yeah. I think in the summer, good signing. And, yeah, I've not seen much of him, Jay, to be honest with you. I haven't, but I'd be interested to watch the highlights later. I've just got in now. So I would like to see the highlights later. I want to see what his goal was like. I don't know if you've seen it yet. So I
haven't had the chance to see it myself, but yeah, I did see he did score, so that's always a positive.
Yeah. So I'll talk about that later.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. I fully expect it to go through. If anything, I think Fulham have got what they want in the short term, but I think long term this could end up going down the tribunal road again, which is obviously something they don't want. So I think they might have shot themselves in the foot a little bit in that regard. But like you say, it's happening.
For what my friend was telling me today, he said to me that you can still agree his contract don't run out until in June. So Liverpool can still agree a fee with Fulham now. It'll just mean it won't go through until the summer window. So I've been told that we can still agree what's called an agreement fee. It just meant that we couldn't technically have him in January. That's all. Yeah. So it's to save a couple of £1 million. That's all it was. And people could say, oh, it's only a couple of £1 million. But when you're coming out of a pandemic, all these little twists and turns that you can do and try and save a couple of million here and there, it's worth it. And I'll be honest with you though, I'm not going to be gutted if it doesn't happen in the summer. And the reason why I'm saying that is I think we're quite comfortable in the attacking area now. I really do. We've got 6 strikers at the moment at the club. Yeah. We've got players that can play in there. If it was a centre midfielder, then I would be a little bit, because I think that's the key position we need next. But yeah, he's one for the future. I don't think he'll play. I wouldn't be surprised if we got him in the summer. And if he didn't play, he'd probably go back out on loan in the January window anyway. So to me, I don't think he's a straight now signing anyway.
No, definitely not. Yeah. In terms of outgoings, you mentioned one of them, Nico Williams on loan to Fulham. Obviously, there'd been rumours of him saying that he wanted to play more games, and it makes sense. He's a full Wales international. He's a first choice for them. World Cup coming up, so he's obviously going to want to make sure he's playing a lot. Do you think there's a little bit of us sort of keeping Fulham sweet with that deal as well at the same time?
Well, it's always helpful to help someone out, isn't it? If let's hope Fulham get promoted, I think they will. They're a good side. They showed that today at Man City. They gave them a good game today, I was told. My mate's a big Fulham fan. And basically, yeah, because they get promoted, they're going to be buzzing. Nico Williams will probably sign for them. In my opinion, I actually think that. Well, I've heard as well they owe us money from Harry Wilson as well. They still owe us quite a few million left on that. So, Nico, is he? Not for me. I know he's a good young player, but I actually think we should get a little bit more experience at right back to deputise for Trent. I have said that I like Dumfries from from I think in Palani's at.
Yeah, yeah.
I really like him. But yeah, Nico. See, the problem is Nico wants to play every week, and I like him for that. He's not going to do it at Liverpool. So I actually think that if a concrete offer had came in for Nico in January, we would have got rid of him. So I reckon that Fulham one is a loan with an option to buy. I think that if Fulham do get promoted, that he will be their sign if he does well in this 6-month period. So yeah, that's what I think on that one.
Yeah, it's putting himself in the shop window as well,
Yeah,
even if it's
exactly.
not a loan to buy. I mean, he gets a good 6 months playing Championship football, which, let's be honest, it's a very good standard of
It is a
football.
good standard. It is.
So it'll do him the world of good. I think it's a really good move for him. Another outgoing, of course, Nat Phillips. I was a bit gutted to see that one.
I was surprised.
After last season, he always holds a special place in my heart, and I think many Reds will say the same. But again, similar to Nico, he needs to be playing week in, week out, and unfortunately for him, as good as he is, he's just got 3 or 4 better players in front of him. I've seen a lot of people say they would have rather got rid of Gomez than Phillips.
You see, I wasn't surprised that we loaned him out. I was surprised that he got loaned out to the Championship.
Yeah,
that's what I was surprised about. I was surprised that Newcastle United, who are in a deep relegation battle, did not slam £15 million in for him, but slammed 16 million in for Dan Burn at place of Brighton. This lad has Champions League experience, played for Liverpool a lot of times last season, is a rock. He is literally a magnet to the ball. He reminds me so much of Sammy Ippier, because Sammy Ippier used to be like that. Every time the ball came in the box, Ippier was the first to head it away. And that's what Nat Phillips is. So I can't understand how a person that got into the top 4 last season as a centre-half for Liverpool, Champions League football he's played, has dropped. Bournemouth for a great side, don't get me wrong. Scott Parker's got them playing really well, play out from the back, good football. But I'm more surprised that no Premier League clubs came in from like a Burnley or even a Brighton. Brighton have sold what's his name to Arsenal for 50 million.
Ben White.
Ben White, and now they've got rid of this one, Dan Burn to Newcastle. Where's all their centre halves? I mean, I can't understand why they've not gone. That's just that was the only thing that surprised me by the window. I wasn't surprised Nico going out on loan, because that's been spoke about for months. But yeah, dropping down to like you say, he's playing football. It's better than sticking in 23s and not even playing in it.
Yeah, well, I think maybe the one thing Dan Burn and even Joe Gomez have both got over Phillips is versatility. Obviously, Gomez can slot in at right back. He could probably throw him left back. I know Brighton use Dan Burn a lot at left back, so I think that's the way managers tend to go these days. They look for players who can slot in, play various roles, and that's why our front 6, as it is now, are so good, because they all can interchange with each other.
Yeah, and I think it gives Klopp a chance to play Milner more, doesn't it? Because Milner's great to have. I mean, that thing on TikTok I absolutely love. You know, the one where he's doing his stretches and he's in everybody's ear. Milner, you seen it?
Yeah.
Where I mean, that's what you get with Milner. So I'm actually predicted Milner to start at right back this Sunday against Cardiff. I think that with no Nico Williams and Trent maybe getting rested, I think Gomez can play there, but he's not played enough football. But yeah, for me, Milner, game time. I reckon that he'll play there a few times this season, or Gomez.
Possibly, yeah. Especially if the rumours are true, and Milner's going to be going at the end of the season. So
he'll definitely go at the end of the season. They won't give him another year. He's getting too old. I know he's brilliant, but you're talking 36 now nearly. So
I mean, to be fair, if he's not going to get a new playing contract, I'd like to see him join the coaching staff. But I think he's still got probably another couple of years.
Well, he's come out and said it, Anna. He's come out and said he's not retiring. So that's the problem that FSU will have. Let's not forget, and I said this on my video on DTB TV, that they didn't even offer Steven Gerrard one.
No, true.
So no disrespect. If they're not going to offer Steven Gerrard a player coaching role, who's unbelievable, and he was only 34 at the time, 33, 34, then he's not going to offer it James Milner, which is probably, he knows that, which is why he's come out and said he wants to play. I can see him going, well, I was thinking Leeds, but then I thought to myself, Leeds play this fast pace chase. Can he really slot in there? Is he really that fit for that? But that's the only option I would really see him going back to Leeds. But it's whether they were prepared to take him or not.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've got to probably think about who's going to come up from the Championship as well. I think he'd do.
Fulham's, if you want to stay, who else is in the top 3? You got West Brom,
Bournemouth,
Bournemouth, Bournemouth. Actually, yes, a nice part of the world. Bournemouth, if you go down there,
Blackburn even.
Blackburn.
They're doing well.
Yeah, and it's not too far from Liverpool. Blackburn's a good shout. Yeah, definitely.
So I think they'll definitely be. I mean,
listen, there'll be loads in for Milner. I mean, you get what you see. I remember when people laughed when we got him on a free. Even Man City fans didn't realise how good he was. And if you look wherever he's been,
didn't, to be honest. I didn't realise.
I remember you saying actually. Yeah, you just jogged my memory. I remember you saying he's one of those that goes about his business in an old-fashioned way. He does all the work that Henderson's always been known for, but then Henderson's added his creativity again and extra dimensions, which has made him a better player. But you get what you see with Henderson and Milner. They're just 9 out of 10s every week for effort, continuity, and versatility.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolute workhorses, and a couple of them in the team. So be interesting to see if we get someone in to replace that kind of player in the summer when Milner does go. But overall, I think deadline day, it went pretty much how most of us expected. A couple of outgoings, the one potential incoming, but like we say, that's going to happen either way by the looks of it. So I'm not too concerned there. Obviously, Luis Diaz, we got that over the line. We talked about him quite a bit in the last episode. But now that he's here, I'm just so excited to see him play.
I think he's gonna rip up trees, mate. I really do. I've actually studied a little bit of his footage since we've signed him, not just YouTube. What I like about him is I love players that you don't know what foot he is, and he's just one of them. I watched him the other night for Colombia, and he's so balanced, and he twists and he turns, and he can go on the left or right. It's his injection of pace. And like I said, I don't know if I said it in the last video, but he's actually got statistics of being quicker than Mo and Mane. Now that's frightening.
Yeah, definitely.
If he's quicker than them, I can't. I'm looking forward to him more than I've looked forward to any player I think we've signed since Suarez. That's the last time I got excited about a player like this, because Salah, I didn't get excited about Salah because, to be honest with you, all I looked at him was a Chelsea reject that's gone to Roma. Not seen too much about him, so I didn't get excited about him. But Suarez, I liked him. I remember watching him when he was playing for Ajax, and he had his hair down to here, and he always used to wind people up, and he used to, like he's always done. And he was box office. These South Americans are a different ball game. They come over here. They're used to playing anything to win. They literally would dive and ball it on the line, whatever it is. You know what I mean? They are born winners, these Colombians and Argentinians and Brazilians. And I always think that you get flair guaranteed with South Americans, you get tenacity, and you also get just entertainment. I mean, I was watching that game the other day, Brazil, and it was unbelievable. So I can't wait to get, and he's the first Colombian to play for Liverpool as well. So yeah, I really hope he plays Sunday, because he can. I've been told his visa's granted and he can actually play.
Yeah, I would be a bit surprised to see him tomorrow, just with him only arriving in the country yesterday, I think it was. So, but it would be nice to see him get a run out, even if it's just for the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, cameo last 15. There's no better time, is there? It's like, he's just got back here. But then you think to yourself, well, what we got next, Leicester? Do you really want to throw him in straight away for his debut against Leicester? Probably not. Then you think we've got Inter Milan Champions League. I think it's after that. Are we going to throw him in for that? So for me, he hasn't got to travel down to the bottom of the country, or like say we're playing down south or we're playing up north. He's here. We've just gone past the coaches a minute ago. So I'm sure they stay in a hotel on the night before matches when they play at Anfield, and we've seen the team coach leaving. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's feeling all right and he says to Klopp, "Look, I'm all right." Jurgen, I know Jurgen doesn't like to unleash signing straight away, but the difference is we've got no Mane and we've got no Salah.
Yeah.
So, is Origi fit? I mean, Origi hasn't played for how long now?
Yeah.
So can he even play? So if you're going to pick a front three, I was struggling the other day when I picked my front three. I was thinking, I actually put Oxlade-Chamberlain up there, because I thought, who else is there? I went Ox on the right, I went Bobby Firmino in the centre, and I had Jota on the left side. So we're short. So the reason why I think that he could play is because, not starting, he won't start. But yeah, I mean, gut feeling, I'm going to say he'll be on a bench and he'll come on last half hour.
Yeah, no, it would be really good to see him make a cameo. And like you say, if he's fit, if he's feeling ready, then why not let him go? Like you say, we've got no Mane, we've got no Salah.
Exactly.
I know he was back in training today today or yesterday with a few others, Thiago and Javier and stuff like that. So
it's like saying, oh well, he's played more football than Origi, because he's been playing in the winter window, and it's all right saying, well, he's just He's just come from clubbing. Well, so is Alisson. Alisson's just travelled back. I watched Alisson. He got sent off twice. That's what I'm saying. Alisson's travelled back. I think Firmino and Fabinho played in the second game, so they've travelled back. So yeah, I mean, these listen, they're not, they're travelling first class, mate, private jets and all that. I mean, I'd love to see him. I mean, I think it's just because I'm excited about him. That's why.
Yeah, definitely. Should have Naby Keita fit as well. I think he come away from the African Cup of Nations unscathed. And speaking of,
you know what? It's warm out there. His legs, his muscles are nice and warm.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of the African Cup of Nations, we would be rude of us if we didn't mention the final. Obviously, Mo versus Mane should be a great spectacle. More importantly, means it's the last game we're going to be without both of them. But I'm happy for now that we've come through this period relatively pretty much unscathed. Touch wood. We can actually look forward to a final with them.
Well, there's one more game, isn't there? There's a third place playoff as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully they don't get injured in that. If it was ridiculous, a third place playoff, but it is what it is. So yeah, I know what you're saying, Jay. Yeah, hopefully they come back set fresh and okay. But fair play to them. And like you said, I know we're not keen on the African Cup of Nations, but they're probably not keen on the Euros over that end. But it's just, Klopp said the other day on his press conference that it's awkward for him because he's going to have one pissed off player and one happy player, and he don't know what to do. Yeah. But that's just Jurgen for you. I love that, and no, well done to Mane and Salah, because the footage I've seen, it looks like they've more or less carried them there, like Gerrard used to do us, with kind of average players around him sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, it'd be nice. I think what I've seen people saying is if Salah wins it, that's his push then
the Ballon
d'Or.
Yeah. It works like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's shouldn't work on team trophies. It should be on an individual basis.
Especially if you're playing in a farmers league like France or something like that. Do you know what I mean? And all you need to do is go and win the Copa del Rey or Copa America or something like Messi did. Stupid.
You say it's a farmers league though. Messi scored 1 goal all season. Well, is Spain really the farmers league?
It shows you how overrated he is then, doesn't it? Because no disrespect, Spain is not a great league anymore, and Ronaldo's the only one that's gone and done it in all the leagues. He's done it in the Premier League, he's done it in Italy, and so I can't understand why there's even, when it comes down to it, Messi, how can you score 1 goal in France? Djibril Cissé scored 20 a season.
It's mad. It doesn't make any sense.
Free kicks and penalties as well.
I know, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's crazy. Just goes to show, doesn't it? Only great players can score.
Yeah, he's a great
multiple
player,
goals in that league a season like Divock Origi.
But it'd be interesting to see how Mbappe does, because again, I think another one that's overrated. I mean, he's on £1 million a week. It's a disgrace. I mean, but I think if Mbappe came to the Premier League, I don't think he would do that great. I really don't. I think he'd get knocked. What's he done against us? How many times have we played PSG? And has he really made you stand off your feet and go, "Wow, this lad's unreal"? Not many times. I've not watched Mbappe many times and gone, "Wow," like that. So
I think for me, it was when he was still at Monaco and when Monaco knocked City out of the Champions League.
Yeah.
And to be fair, he did run them absolutely ragged.
Yeah.
There's don't get me wrong. There's an absolutely world class, potentially all-time great player in there.
Oh yeah, his goal record's just shocking. Isn't
it? He's just got to prove it against
his goal record's shocking.
Week in, week out.
Yeah.
But no, I'm say look forward to the final now with them two in it. Be nice for whichever one wins it. Come back nice and refreshed, both of them.
Yeah,
definitely. We can kick on with the Champions League and the Premier League now.
Yeah.
We're still fighting on all fronts. We've obviously got the final to look forward to. Cardiff game tomorrow, as you mentioned. Big game. I'm expecting to see a nice varied team like we have for the majority of the Carabao Cup run. I'm expecting to see similar lineup to that tomorrow.
Yeah, I went for Alisson, Trent, Canate, Van Dijk, and Costas, and I went for a midfield three, which got laughed at. But I just thought he'd pick this: Milner, Morton, and Henderson. I just thought, based on the fact that it's nice, they need game time. Milner needs a match, so I thought he'll play. Henderson, captain. It's a FA Cup game at Anfield, and I thought Fabinho needs a rest because he's been away with Brazil.
Yeah,
so I didn't think he'd play. So I just went for Morton, Milner, and Hendo. And then I went from a front three as Oxlade-Chamberlain, Firmino, and Jota. So nobody knows. But what we do know is Klopp went very strong for the League Cup, so he's certain to not go. He's certain to go strong for the FA Cup because he'll want us in the swing of things going into Thursday against Leicester.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've got to treat every game like a cup final now,
Exactly.
regardless of the competition it's in.
Man United are out, which is hilarious.
Oh yeah, Well, you know what? Actually, watched the first half last night, and they went 1-0 up, and I thought that was just going to be it. Then they were going to roll over, turned it off, and checked it towards the end of extra
mate,
time.
I watched the whole game, and Middlesbrough outstanding second half. And I tell you something now, 10,000. I mean, this is what I love. I mean, I've just come up Anfield Road now. Sorry, Arcoles Lane, and the cones are going all the way down Arcoles Lane, right down to the bottom. And that's because they get 6,000. They get the whole of Anfield Road tomorrow, Cardiff. And that's what I love about the FA Cup, the fact the allocation is so big for away teams. So tomorrow, the atmosphere will be unbelievable because Cardiff will be singing their hearts out. It's not a long journey, is it? It's not too far. No. So to me, I mean, it looks like tomorrow, 12 o'clock kickoff. I reckon it's going to be a baller of a game tomorrow. And what I liked is I said this to my mate Dave on the way in the car home from the football a minute ago, how things have changed. Now, before Man United played Middlesbrough, their manager, Chris Wilder, came out and goes, right, I want my lads to go out there from the off because we think we can get somewhere. We think we can win at Old Trafford. And he did, right? And that shows you how far Man United have fell because teams, even Middlesbrough, can think they're going to go there and win. Whereas Cardiff's manager came out today and says, I hope my lads enjoy their day out at Anfield. And it's on the Anfield Wrap. And the Anfield Wrap, but I don't think he's expecting too much. So that's shows
it. Just levels, isn't it?
That's why I just mentioned this, because it made me laugh when I was in the car today. He said, you've got fucking Middlesbrough sitting here, fucking sharp, rubbing their hands like, come on, we're going to go to Old Trafford and knock them out. And you got Cardiff going, oh, for fuck's sake, we've got Liverpool away.
It's great. The tables have turned, haven't they, from 20 years ago?
That's what I love, because we've been there, mate, me and you, when Man United were evil and winning everything. And it's nice to know that they're shit now.
It is. But no, the Middlesbrough, fair play to them. They were brilliant.
Yeah,
what I did see of it, even when they went behind, to be fair, they were playing well.
The penalties were brilliant, mate. Every penalty was nearly top bag.
Yeah, right? I watched the penalties.
Did you see Peltier's that used to play for Liverpool?
Yeah.
That Peltier's a Scouser. He's from Top
Yeah, I know, yeah.
He was like, laughing at the Stretford end. It's brilliant.
You know what, I seen him walking up and I just thought, it's going to be him that misses. It's going to be the Scouser that misses.
Yeah.
I just thought it was written in the stars.
You know what I love, and I'm sure the people watching this will agree with me, I loved Bamba scoring because he had cancer and he's just beating it on it. That was a lovely touch. And he was cool as a cucumber and everything when he scored it. Yeah, I love football. That's what I love about football. Stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you've seen him today, Kidderminster.
Yeah.
They 1-0 up first.
I'm going to watch it. I've just got him from the non-league Reds winning 3-2 away at Burscough. Basically, I seen that Plymouth gone 1-0 up at Stamford Bridge and Chelsea come back and won 2-1. And then I seen that West Ham literally got 2 in the 90th, didn't they?
So no, it wasn't even that. It was they got the equaliser 90 plus 1. Went to extra time. They got the winner 120 plus 1.
Oh, I didn't know that. Someone told me on the way out it was a late. Oh, wow. That's killer, that, isn't it?
Double blow for them. And you know what? Kidderminster were brilliant. They were absolutely brilliant.
Was it one of them fairy tale FA Cup games? Yeah. Well, you can't beat that. I'm a bit of a romantic, mate. I love the FA Cup.
Well, that's it. I was when that game was starting today, I was saying to my dad, like, this is what you love about the FA Cup. It looks like they're turning up at like just a Sunday league ground. I mean, it's a decent ground for the level.
Conditions, Agborough, it's a tight ground. I think only held 6,000.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Agborough.
But like, you know, the West Ham players, they're used to playing on like carpet, like pristine pitches, and on here it's like the ball's bobbling everywhere. It's like playing on Maiden Lane. It's the magic of the FA Cup, and it's been lost in recent years. Yeah,
and I think it's coming back. I said that in my videos this year. I think it's starting to get that glamour back again, and it's because you can't go anywhere in the world. Spain, Italy, France. I mean, Xabi Alonso said it. He couldn't believe it when Liverpool would be getting drawn against teams in the second and third division, and you go there and it's sold out. Or I remember Jose Mourinho saying his first game was against Scunthorpe, and Scunthorpe had the whole Chelsea end, like 8,000 of them, and like it goes all the way down to non-league. When we played Haverton Waterlooville at Anfield in the FA Cup, they had the Old Annie Road, and they're in like well down the like 10th tier of football. So the FA Cup has always been magical, and that's why I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm getting a bus tomorrow because I love football. I've told you this before, Jay. I study football, and I'm tomorrow going to be watching Liverpool v Chelsea. Sorry, Liverpool Cardiff, and then we're going to go live for the draw because the draw's at 11:15, isn't it? So sorry, the draw first. So the draw tomorrow is at 11:15 for the next round, which I don't know why they do it like this.
I didn't know the draw was
Yeah.
beforehand.
So the draw's on ITV tomorrow, 11:15, and then the Liverpool are on at 12. So we'll know tomorrow before we play at Anfield who we've got in the 5th round. So then I'm watching that, and then straight after that you got Forest Leicester, and then straight after that you've got Boreham Wood and Bournemouth. So I'm going to watch all 3 tomorrow, all on terrestrial tele, and that's because I'm just going to have a nice chilled out Sunday. But yeah, hopefully we get into the 5th round and give us. I was going to say Man U at home, but they're not in it. I'd love Frank Lampard's Everton at Anfield.
Yeah, I can
get them
see
out the only cup they can win. Just kill their season off straight away.
Oh, fucking hell. Just not even wanting that.
Yeah, but Jay, you know why I'm saying that? Because I bumped into an Evertonian at the bookies yesterday. It told me that he thinks they'll win the FA Cup. Do you know how many years I've heard that? So if we get them, can you imagine being an Evertonian watching the draw going, right, we're ball number 15. Who's Liverpool? Right, just make sure. For fuck. They've only got them away.
You know what, though? You've got to admire their optimism after 27 years without the trophy to still come out with genuine seriousness and a straight face and say, we're going to win the FA Cup. You've got to admire that optimism.
And one of our lads is a Blue today, AFC. He said that Lampard's a tactical genius because today he played 3-4-3. So that's it. Already after one game, they're beating Brentford 4-1, and he's a tactical genius because he played 3 at the back. So it's already coming out. Give it a couple more wins, and then it'll be. I think we can finish Europa League, and then it'll be we're going to win the FA Cup. Then it'll be Man City. Come on, Man City. Come on, Man City, and they'll all fucking wear Man City shirts for the end of the season again, like they always do.
Yeah, no,
but we know that we're used to it.
To be honest, I've said this before, and I don't see how Frank Lampard is a good appointment myself. He failed with, at the time, probably the best team in the Championship in Derby, and he failed to get them promoted. And then he done well with the youth at Chelsea first season. Then he had the most money to spend the most money and failed.
200 million.
It's not a good appointment, and even the signings, like they're all buzzing with Donny van der Beek and Dele Alli. It's like you've signed a player who couldn't get into a piss poor Man United side, and a player who couldn't get into a piss poor Tottenham side. That's not a good signing. That's not ambition.
A player that Ralph Rangnick said that was unbelievably bad in training, Van der Beek. And if Ralph Rangnick's not playing you, then fucking hell, you've got a problem.
Yeah.
But I tell you what made me laugh the most, mate, and you know how bitter. I did a video on the Everton bitterness on my channel, and this guy in the book he was the one that was screaming, "We're their afterbirth." And he said to me that Nathan Patterson is crap. He's absolutely crap. I said, he's not played for you yet. You've only just bought him from Rangers for 16 million. Yeah, he says, shit, don't want him at the club. Get him out. I was like, are you serious? A new player's just signed for you for 16. You're not even going to get... No, we don't want any of Rafa's signings to do well. So any of Rafa's signings can't do well. Even if he goes on to make 100 games, he'll always be looked at Rafa signing. Yeah. That is bitterness beyond belief.
You know what, though? Rafa signing has been their best player this season, Damari Gray.
Yeah.
So it can't...
And Townsend was good for them as well.
Townsend,
yeah.
He got another one today, actually, for them. So they're just weird.
They're a different breed.
I know an extremely bitter Blue myself, so I know he likes to harp on about how Everton were the first team to have floodlights and first team to do this, that, and the other. And it's like... all stuff that means absolutely nothing.
This lad said that we're the only team that fly in for a derby. They just walk it. And I said, you've got 100 supporters clubs around the world, you thick twat. How did they get here then? Did they walk? Just an absolute donut. But I've got used to it now.
That's an excellent way to describe them.
100 sports clubs around the world, but they've got a local fan base.
No, they say they're all around the world, but they're actually all located on County Road. That's where every Blue lives in the world, didn't you know that? The last one. County Road's the longest road in the world.
Liverpool fans do love the bitter stories. This is the last one I'll tell you. He says, I can't wait for your Anfield Road end to be finished. And I'm like, why? He's like, because you can't build no more then, can you? That's it. You can't build no more stands. And that means you're going to be stuck at 54,000 forever. I was like, you pathetic. No, 61,000 forever, when you pathetic bastard. You literally buzzing that we can't build the Kop and that. I said, we don't need no more. 61's fine. But I mean, who thinks like that? That watching the stand getting built and praying that we don't build anymore.
Just their mentality,
God.
isn't it?
Oh yeah, amazing.
But you know what? I mean, you speak of that. Obviously, you've been doing the updates on the development of the Anfield Road, which I mean, the speed of it's just been phenomenal.
Well, mate, I've got some good news for that. I've ordered a drone, so I'll have a drone by Wednesday. So it'll be drone footage from this week. So that should be really mint. So get the videos across. Yeah, it should be really good. So we're going to be droning it just because obviously you're not allowed to go across Anfield because you can get a bollocking. So you've just got to stay on Stanley Park and just wander up and down. Yeah, but you can still see everything, so it'll be great. Yeah, no, that should be good. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, no, I go past it every day on my way to work, and it's got
the speed that's gone up is phenomenal.
Well, it's not long now, Jay. I was talking to Dave about it today. It's not long. If you think about it, it's due to be opening next summer. So what's it now? 2022. Okay. So it's next summer. So you've got all of this year, and then you've got half of next year. That's not as far away as you think, is it?
No.
Soon be here, mate. Before you know what it's like, it's like in life. It's Christmas again soon. And then before you know it, you turn the year, and then it's end of the season.
I know, and then I'm sure they'll start getting plans ready for the next one.
That's what I love. Klopp's last year, Jay, will be in a packed 61,000 seater stadium.
Yeah, unless he has a change of heart. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, exactly.
Give him another couple of years.
Well, we hope he does.
Yeah. But whatever he decides to do, I mean, he's coming down in folklore at Liverpool, isn't he? Let's be honest. So
definitely, either way.
But yeah, no, I'd like to see them with the design of both the stands. They're obviously looks like they're going to try and make it so it all four sides match. So
well, it is. I've seen the actual. You can actually get a look on the internet and see it. It is exactly a carbon copy sort of size and structure. So even the beams that will go across the top are the same as the main stand.
Yeah.
But the difference is. Oh, no. The difference is the double glazing windows you can see on the main stand. This is going to be like pure glass. So the whole look of it going up to Anfield. Pane, is it? Exactly. Well, yeah, major. And then it's going to have a big lit, massive emblem of Liverpool that lights up at the night. And I don't know if you know Celtic's ground, but they've got like a walkway going up to it, a bit like Wembley Way. Yeah. It's going to be like that now. So as you're coming up the car park from Stanley, you're going to have a walk up to this incredible new end. It's unbelievable. The builder showed me the footage, and me and Craig the footage on his phone, the actual blueprint. And we didn't even realise the stand actually goes all the way back to the tree line of Stanley Park. So it is huge. Yeah. It's all of the old family park. So fans listening to this now know what I'm talking about. Where the family park used to be, and you go and stand with your kids and your supporters, your fellow supporters. That is the stand. That is the concourses of the stand. That's all going to have an underground. So you've got not just got the level where it's built. You've got an underground. An underground is going to have function rooms, bars, restaurants, everything. So it's going to be like a town centre in the actual stand. Incredible.
That's it. And I think this is the side of FSG that people don't see. They don't want to see it though. That's the thing. See it, no. And yeah, obviously we all want signings and we all want to improve the squad. Of course, we want to be competing for as long as possible, and we'll do that. We know we will do that. But what they're doing is sustaining us for the future. They're sustaining us in the long course, for the long term.
Exactly. You ain't going to see the benefits of the signings yet. You'll see them in 5 years, in 10 years, because we'd have had a 61,000 seater ground full to capacity for that period of time. You can't see the benefits of building until you've hit the build and you've hit the bit coming into it. And do you know what frustrates me? And I always say this: they've given Klopp £500 million to spend, and then you get hit with this back. Oh yeah, well they've sold half the team. No, they've sold the fringe players. Then this person said to me that they only buy to sell the players. They only buy players to then sell them later on. I goes, name one. Mane, Salah, Fabinho, Van Dijk, Alisson, Robertson. Name any of them that's been sold. So there is none. So that's bullshit. They buy young players to make world beaters that can make them the most competitive to beat the teams that have got the bigger budgets, like they did with baseball, to beat the Yankees, right? So there's no difference.
Yeah.
And they're world class at it. And then I said, do you think Man City are a selling club? Man City have sold £500 million worth of players under Pep.
Yeah.
So they're a selling club. No, they just get rid of shit to balance the books because of financial fair play, although we know they tweak that a little bit. But you know what I'm saying, Jay? These people that think our owners are bad, that do they actually realise that we've been in 3 European Cup finals under FSG, 2 Champions League ones, 1 Europa, right? How many semi-finals we've been in? We've won a league. We've got 97 points in another league. We're fucking. What more do they want?
That's it. And it's been said. Yeah, they're not perfect. No, there's not a single owner in football that is perfect.
No.
They've made mistakes. They've come out and apologised for them. And don't get me wrong, when they done the Super League idea, I was ready for them. I was ready at the time for them.
Same here.
Go.
Yeah,
like that. That's it.
I was. I wouldn't have followed Liverpool if they'd have gone there.
No, me neither. Well, I can't say me neither because I probably would have done because it's just.
How would you get to games? How would you get to games? It'd all be fucking Madrid and fucking America every week.
But I'm not naive enough to overlook the good that they've done because of the bad that they've done. It for me, it does balance out, and you've only got to look at the impact they've made in the fact that only Barcelona and Real Madrid have sold more shirts than Liverpool in 2021. That's never ever happened.
I checked that. It was Bayern Munich and Real Madrid.
Or was it Bayern and
Real? Bayern. I didn't know it was Bayern. I thought like you, it was Barca and Real. No, it was Bayern and Real. So Barca's shirts have dropped a bit, but that's incredible. I mean, Man United.
When has that ever happened?
Well, this doesn't. Man United have normally been. You always see a kid wearing that, even in like Thailand or something. You know what I mean? You see one on a scooter. You know?
Yeah, literally.
But that shows you how globally big we are. And let's not forget, Nike have come knocking for us. I don't like their kits, but they come knocking for us because we're a major sports brand now. LeBron James and everyone's involved with us. We are. It's horrible to say it sometimes because it does affect, it affects this area. But having said that, they do a lot for this area because my son trains. A lot of people don't know this. FSG provide with the foundation free football training for every kid in this city, all over the city, free. They do camps. My son's at a camp in a couple of weeks' time, and they put food on for them, and they sit there playing for like 5 hours a day with top coaches and facilities. Christmas, there's a van that goes round here, and they drop off presents to every kid at the door that haven't got things and stuff like that. I just honestly, so much you don't see, and all you ever hear is the bad shit, like the Super League. We know that, but what I see is an area which my mate, who before I moved to Liverpool, told me that years ago people would have told you to stay away from Anfield to move there, but now it is all got brand new housing estates. People forget that FSC ain't just buying the stadium; they've all the area, all the houses and everything. They've bought all the properties as well. People are getting all these new houses now. It's all the area because they call it the Anfield regeneration of the whole area. So they've been fantastic owners. The training ground's incredible. But what we've got to do now, and I said this now, draw a line under it now. Everybody, if you don't like them, you don't like them. Get behind this team because I'm going to say it again. I knew Chelsea would tail off. I knew that we would end up pushing City all the way. I have predicted it'll go to the last game of the season. I still think it will. And this could be the best ever season ever because we are in everything. Yeah. And it's February. It's February and we're in everything.
Hasn't happened for a long time, has it?
It hasn't.
So it's like we said last time, really exciting times ahead for us. And not just in football terms. I think we're going to have a busy summer. We said that last time.
Jude Bellingham, definitely.
We've got so much to look forward to and I really can't wait. So before we go then, have you got any score predictions for tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I'm going to go for a nice steady 3-0 win. And I think we'll see Diaz. And I've got a feeling he'll score. How's that for getting everybody excited? He'll come on cop end.
I like the idea of a 3-0. So I'm going to match that, but I'm going to be bold and I'm going to say Cade Gordon, first goal.
Cade Gordon, first goal. Okay, well, we've got it recorded, so we can't back out.
No, there we go. No, you know what? I like the kid. I think he gets in good positions and he's going to be a world beater in a few years, I think. So I'm looking forward to seeing his development.
And I think Alisson will play in goal because Cameron Kelleher has been given the League Cup.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we'll leave it there for
all right, Jay. Thank you. Cheers.
It's been great again, Neil, and we will be back very soon, hopefully celebrating our passage through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. Thanks everyone for listening and see you very soon.